Hello and welcome to Soraya Crochets. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make a half double crochet stitch. So this is what it looks like. This is the front. This is the back. Now the half double crochet stitch, its abbreviation when reading patterns is HDC. So if something says make one HDC into each stitch, then that means you make one half double crochet stitch into that stitch. This is one like a medium height stitch, so if you want to make something like a scarf or another type of clothing and you want something that works up a little bit faster, so you don't have to do it as many times, then this might be a good stitch for you. Half double crochet stitches are pretty popular in different types of projects, so it is a good stitch that you would like, that's good for you to learn. So yeah, let's figure out how to make it. So for the purposes of this video, we're going to start by chaining 11. So you're going to make your slip knot, and I have a video on how to make your slip knot. So, you know, if that was a little too fast here, I'll do it like a little bit slower. But if you need more detail, then you can visit that video. So go like that, twist, pull that through the loop. You're going to attach the slip knot to your hook, pull it tight. And we're going to chain 11. So I have a video that tells you how to chain more, like an in-depth video on that. But the gist of it is you go in front, behind, tilt your hook down, and you pull it through. So you're going to do that 11 times. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you should have, this is what it should look like. For our half double crochet stitch, we're going to skip the first chain and work into the second chain. So this, let me see if it bumps around. You see this little like bump here? This is the first stitch or the first chain on our hook. But you see this one that you can open up more? That's the second stitch. So to make our half double crochet, you're going to work into this. I kind of made a little hole so it's easier for you to see. You're going to work in here. So you're going to take your hook and you're going to yarn over. To yarn over, you put your hook in front of the yarn and then behind the yarn. And you're going to insert your hook into that second stitch. So into that little hole. So now you should have kind of like 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again. So go in front, behind, and you're going to pull it through this first loop. So now you should have 3 defined stitches on your hook. You're going to yarn over one more time and pull this yarn through all 3 stitches on the hook, oh my gosh, pull through all 3 loops on the hook. So pull that through. See, I made it a little bit tighter. Pull that through all of them. And that's your first half double crochet stitch. So let's do it again. Yarn over, so in front, behind. Insert it into the next chain. Yarn over again. Pull it through that chain. Yarn over again. Pull it through all 3 of those loops. Let's do it again. Yarn over. Insert. Yarn over. Pull through the chain. Yarn over. Pull through all 3 loops. Let's do it one more time. Yarn over. Insert into the chain, yarn over. And wait, let me show the yarn over a little bit more closely. So your hook is kind of like in front of the yarn. You go in front and behind. That's the yarn over. Rotate it down. Wait, what was I doing? Right, I forgot if I'd already yarned over once or twice. So pull it through this first loop. And then yarn over again, so front to back, rotate, pull it through these 3. So we're just going to keep making these half double crochet stitches across all of the chains. And remember, we chained 10 in we chained 11 in the beginning, and I'm going to tell you why that's important in just a couple of seconds. So go all the way down. And last one. Oops. Come on, get in there. There we go. So this is our first row of half double crochet stitches. Looks pretty good, right? So in the beginning, we chained 11. Well, we're not going to have 11 stitches. We're going to have 10. And that's because we skipped the first chain. So 11 minus 1 is 10. So if we did this correctly, we should have 10 V's at the top. So let's count them. Here's 1 V, 2 V's, 3 V's, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if you notice, this 10th one is a little bit curved, you know, like this whole thing looks a little bit curved. So this one kind of looks like it's tilted downwards. That's okay. It's supposed to look like that. So to make our second row, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did in the previous row, except the only difference is instead of, well, we're still going to skip the first chain, but you just need to chain 1 before you start. So you're going to chain 1, so in front, behind, make a chain, and you're going to turn your work. So that's the thing about working in rows is anytime you're going to start another row, you're going to end up turning your work so you can work back that way. Again, I'll have a video, or I don't know if I said this already, but I'm going to have a video that describes the difference between working in rows versus working in rounds. Something that, you know, like you might want to know is if you're a right-handed crocheter like I am, you always work from right to left. So that's why you turn your work. So now we're going to do exactly what we did before. Yarn over, skip this first chain and go straight into this one that has like the bigger gap on it or in it. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull that yarn through the stitch, and then yarn over again, pull through all three loops. And you're just going to keep doing this, and you're going to keep doing this motion for as many rows as you would like. I'm only going to do 2 just, you know, for demo purposes, but if you're starting off, you can make as many rows as you'd like. You also don't have to chain exactly 11. Oh, and see, if you can't quite yarn over properly, it's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this for a while and sometimes I still miss it. You can just go slower if you want. But you can make as many rows as you want. You also don't have to just chain 11. You can chain any number of chains that you want. The only thing that you have to do is just skip the first one. And yep, that's all there is to it. Let me make these last 2. Here's the 9th one. Oh, I need more yarn. Here's the 9th one. And when you get to that last one that was kind of curved, it might take a little bit for you to get your hook through those V's, but you'll get it eventually. They're a little stubborn, but you know, you'll get them. And finish off that stitch. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. See, it happens all the time. And yep, so this is what 2 rows of half double crochet stitches would look like. You can make, again, as many rows as you'd like if you want to practice, but yeah. So that's how you make a half double crochet stitch. Alrighty, well, I hope that this video was helpful. If it was, please like and subscribe. I don't like asking people that, but it really does help the channel out. And also put in the comments if there's a video that you would like to see me do in the future. You know, any particular stitch or maybe a project, and I'll try my best to make it happen. But yep, alrighty, I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. See, I've been working on my waves. Okay, hold on. It's a little bit weird because my hands are down here as opposed to up here like a normal wave would be. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And that was all right.